$95 billion in emergency aid going to Ukraine and going to Israel? Or is it? Where is this cash going? We have no idea. We have zero clue. We have zero clue because the same Congress people, both right and left, passed or didn't pass amendments, a year, 6 months ago, 12 months ago, that said you, the taxpayer, the person paying for these things through direct taxation and through indirect taxation, inflation, higher prices on everything, well, you don't deserve to know where the cash is going. We're not going to audit that. And we just came out on this channel a couple weeks ago and talked about, I believe it's $1 billion in military equipment missing, can't be audited. No one knows where it is. Wonder where that might be. Might it be with the merchant of death, the guy we traded Brittany Griner for, who is a gun runner, who's a merchant, who's a weapons dealer? Maybe. I bet he's got a lot of it. He's probably taking a nice fee and all that. Or is it just the politicians? Is it the ruling class who's laundering all this cash, laundering these weapons back and forth, using arms dealers like this to line their own pockets? Is it the reason that the Dan Crenshaws of the world, the Nancy Pelosi's, if Elizabeth Warren's, the tens of millions of dollars of portfolios when they were poor, had nothing when they came into Congress? Is it why Bernie Sanders talks about millionaires and billionaires, and now he just talks about billionaires because he himself is a millionaire because all the inflated currency, which is hilarious, has 3 homes? This is the world we live in. And again, right or left, doesn't matter. This is what I learned 15 years ago. It doesn't matter. It's a uniparty. George Bush came up, said they were against bailouts, said they were for limited government, said they were for small government, fiscal responsibility, and they started the bailouts. All the good old boys club. And then Obama came in and dropped the floor out. He finished the job. This is the world. This is a game we're playing in. This is a battlefield we are on. We are on their battlefield. They have the high ground. We are in the valley. They're taking pot shots on us. That's it. That's all there is to it. We need a monetary system. We need a new system where we have the high ground, where we have the advantage, where the people, or more or less, we have the same playing field. We're in an equal battlefield, an equal playing ground, where only the best, a merit-based world where only the best win, only the best ideas win, only the smartest people win, only those that work the hardest win. That's a monetary foundation that I would like to see. I don't need a world where we are laundering cash through FTX, crypto bro exchanges that can't be audited, and then they get off scot-free because they're doing the bidding of the elites in the unproductive class, the ruling class, and they're laundering cash to Ukraine. They're laundering cash all over the world, enriching politicians who voted for these things. Again, the right and left both voting on this aid bill. We have no idea what's going on, just furthering war, funding war, more and more and more. People on the right and left saying, well, we need more peace, so we need more war to get more peace. We need more weapons to get more peace. Or just stop. That's a wild idea. That's a really wild idea. Just stop. Just talk. Sometimes war is going to happen. It's going to happen. But did it have to happen in these cases? Did war have to happen in these cases? Or are these front groups? Or are there reasons why these wars were started? These are questions that no one asked. I don't know. I don't claim to have the answer. But how come none of these questions are asked? How come these questions aren't I should say, how come they're not answered? They're not even asked. These questions aren't even asked. And we don't know where our cash is going. Another $95 billion? We've given hundreds of billions so far already, just to Ukraine alone. And here we are with more and more and more. Without a border, without so much as a border, we don't even know what's going on at our border. I crossed the Canadian border a fair amount in America, Canada, and that border got great security. That's way better than what's going on the southern border. I mean, it's phenomenal what's happening. I know people down there in the southern border saying there isn't anyone here speaking English or Spanish. So what's going on? The federal government has a duty to protect the citizens in the United States. And they're only seemingly caring about anyone else around the world, except people in the United States. These are the questions that need to be asked. And we have gotten away from asking hard questions because we're scared, we're soft, and we don't want to ask hard questions because we don't want the answers, number one. And we're too squeamish and too squirming too much to even hear the answers. You play stupid games, you get stupid rewards. This is the rabbit hole. Aided and abetted. And it only can happen on a fiat monetary system, fiat standard, where governments can print currency endlessly. This is where I try I talk about this in every single video because I want to give hope to people, because there is an answer, there is a change. And sometime, maybe down the road, 2,000 videos from now of me saying it thousands and thousands of times, 2,000, 10,000 times, been talking about this for 15 years now, people will get it. And I have a great hope. I just talked to my wife the other night, and she's just like, wow, can you imagine? Like, again, I'm not the only person, but I only know my story, we'll say, I guess, in general, right? But something I've been complaining about and fighting 20 years for. And she was just like, wow, can you imagine, or can you believe how many people now say the things you've been saying for 20 years? And then again, I wasn't the only person at that time even. There was just way less, a fraction of the people talking about these things. And she just was like, isn't it wild? Like, all these people talking about these things, and even just the different ways that society is coming together to kind of see through what legacy media is telling us, or see through the political class and see through all these things that are happening when no one questioned anything 20 years ago. No one questioned things. And well, we're just sending aid here. We're just sending more war, spending war footing here. And now people are questioning things more and more and more. Still not nearly enough, but people all over are questioning and questioning and questioning. I will say Bitcoiners are the people that are closest to the truth and have questioned the most and the most intelligently. And the monetary system is the only answer. Number one, getting to God, ultimate truth. But then on that spiritual level is the first and biggest founding block, people's morals and ethics and what's inside in their heart. But then right above that, on the human level, the physical realm, breaking the money, that enables all of this, all the gut rot. And that's what I'm on a crusade for. If I get right with him, which is a constant daily struggle to help get to where you need to be, but then can we root out the darkness inside the monetary system and make people play on our battlefield? Because the governments don't create currency, or they don't make currency, they don't issue it. That's not what they do. This is not what happens. Money is between people. Governments are there to just facilitate and just help things along and protect people inside there if need be, right? That's it. That's literally all the government's supposed to do. Very little, if anything. And we have let the government take a hold of our lives and issue the currency and do all these insane things. And then they get to play games with it, and they get to steal your time and energy, my time and energy away through this process. But this is not going to happen anymore. This game is coming to an end for the centralized entities, central planners around the world, and they know it. This is why they're coming after the tools of freedom and the tools of decentralization, the tools like Bitcoin, the tools like open social media platforms, like a Twitter, which is not completely open yet, but they're going after and attacking people like that. They don't like things like Nostr that are decentralized communication platforms. They cannot stand that people have the freedom now. The toothpaste out of the tube. Please share this out. Algorithm hates truth. Question everything with boldness, even the existence of God himself. Trust, but verify what I am saying. This is not financial advice. It is freedom advice. Let's start auditing, and let's start holding people accountable. We have no idea where this cash is going. Our politicians won't even allow us to audit that. And you have to ask yourself why that is. Why? Where is it going that I can't see? I'm not allowed to see, Senator, Representative. And if those people won't let us do it, maybe we should vote in people that will. Change is good. And if we need to do it every single election to find people who actually represent the people and have politicians that fear the people, then that's what we need to do. See you on the next one.